everybody has a role to play in the fight against human trafficking. And so we're just so thankful when people lend their creative skills and talents and whatever is in their hand to benefit the Dragonfly home and to help combat the crime of trafficking here in Oklahoma. So we're so thankful to be sitting with Deanne, and she performed a beautiful spoken word at our Crown of Beauty Gala. I think so many of you have recognized that. And she's just one example of using what she has to benefit what we do here at the Dragonfly home.
Deanne, how did you start learning about human trafficking and like get interested in it?
Okay, well, I learned about human trafficking when I was in actually high school. I went to a private school, it's called Christian Heritage Academy in Del City, and they would have different speakers that come to our chapel. So I learned about human trafficking through that, and then when I got to undergrad, they brought some people in to talk to us about human trafficking, and I didn't really personalize it until I came to the Dragonfly home and was able to have these conversations.
What would you say is the inspiration for the spoken word piece that you performed at the gala?
Okay, well, the inspiration that I had for writing the piece came from the Dragonfly home. Just being able to have conversations with people here and just realizing that this is happening now, as we speak. This is not far removed. It could be your sister, it could be one of your friends, that it's actually happening. And so as I was writing it, I was putting myself in the place of, what if this was my sister? What if I dealt with this on another personal level? And so that really connected me to it. And also the story just from reading and also going to the page of the Dragonfly home and reading about the stories of the women. That inspired me.
What would you say to someone who is not an extremely gifted spoken word poet and performer like yourself, but who is passionate about this cause and is wondering what on earth they could possibly do to benefit survivors of human trafficking?
Well, thank you for that. But I would say to someone who may not be in the creative realm, that you should use any gifts and talents that you've been given. So whether you do spoken word or whether you just have a great smile and a great personality, you are able to use all of that, whether that's volunteering, whether that's using your time, your commitment, your resources. Also being aware, educating yourself on what's going on, not only with Dragonfly home, but what's going on in human trafficking around the world. Nobody really knows about it because no one's educating themselves on it. So I think that's important, finding ways to help, whether that's being part of a fundraiser, using the proceeds that you use from if I did spoken word and I was doing something with that event, I could use the money to give to the Dragonfly home as well. So just different things like that I would implement, and anybody should use what they have. So yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Well, thank you. We're so thankful for you.
Absolutely.
And not only for creating that poem for our event, but just how inspiring it is to see you taking those words and putting them into action. What you're suggesting that people do is what you're doing. And yeah, we're so thankful.
Well, thank you guys.